Hey everybody, welcome back to Living in Charlotte. If you're thinking about moving to Charlotte or any other surrounding areas, this is the channel for you. If we haven't met before, I'm Jason Ripoli, and along with my wife Kristen, we help people just like you move and relocate to the Charlotte area. On this channel, we post new content weekly, and that includes new construction, how much it costs to live here, and all things Charlotte related. If that sounds good to you, like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos we post. In today's video, we're going to be going over an article I found by USA Today naming the top 5 places to live in all of North Carolina. Some of that will be around the Charlotte area, some will be more north, and of course some will be on the coast as well, along with the beaches. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. So as you can see here, I have the article pulled up on my screen, and we're going to comb through it together to see if there's any places that are interesting to you. So as you can see here, the Tar Heel State had the 3rd largest population gain between 2022 and 2023, only behind Texas and Florida. And just to go a little bit deeper into that, Florida had a booming population mostly all over the state, but around the Tampa Bay, Sarasota area on the Gulf Coast, that was seen as the biggest price jumps on that side of things. And Texas has seen areas like Austin and in that surrounding area jump, but people did relocate more to the south just because of the weather, and I know Florida has no state tax, so a lot of that is appealing for like new residents moving to the area. While North Carolina has seen population growth across the state, some towns stand out among the rest as attractive places to live. Again, this is done by USA Today and their formula, and you can see Chapel Hill in the suburbs such as Concord and Burlington ranked among the best, while coastal towns such as Jacksonville and Wilmington ranked among the worst due to high risk of natural disasters. And I do want to speak to that just a little bit. Hurricanes don't typically hit off the coast of North Carolina. Most of our hurricanes come up from the Gulf and work their way up the coast, and we get substantial rain and some heavy thunderstorms along with some severe weather. But the odds of, if you were living in Florida, would be much higher than in North Carolina on the beach of a direct hit from a hurricane. I'm not saying it won't happen. You do have to keep an eye out for things and be ready for it, but it is much more likely in Florida than it would be up here in the North Carolina area. Okay, going back to the article now, North Carolina's largest cities, Charlotte and Raleigh, ranked 20th and 19th, ranked lower than their respective suburbs due to higher cost of living and crime rates. Now, I can't speak too much to what Raleigh has, because we do live south of Charlotte, but if you live more in the inner city, yes, you will see higher costs of like apartments and housing just because you're located right directly in the city or just on the outskirts. But if you live 20 and 25 minutes south or north or whichever direction you want to go, cost of living is good, and there is crime like in any major metropolitan area, but we have been pretty safe. We've lived south of Charlotte for the last 6+ years now. The place that we lived and we currently live, the crime rate has been low, and I think it's pretty good down here. Some key findings here is that North Carolina had a net gain of about 140,000 people between 2022 and 2023. And one of the places that we did live in, Indian Trail, a lot of people do say that the population is growing too fast and traffic can be an issue, but it's not as bad as other major metropolitan areas like Atlanta or Dallas or anything like that. But that is a concern. Chapel Hill is the best city to live due to economic factors, including low unemployment and ample medical care providers, 21 primary care providers per 1,000 residents. Yes, up in the Chapel Hill area, they do have a lot more hospitals and a lot more tech in that area, so that's something to be mindful of. And then Raleigh and Charlotte are outranked by their suburbs, Cary and Concord, due to steep rent and home value prices as well as higher crime rates. We kind of already went over that, and if you are around any of these two cities, of course it's going to be a little bit higher crime rate just because they're major metropolitan areas, and home valuations if you want to live inside the city are going to be a little bit higher. But if you go a little bit on the outskirts, you can definitely find something in your price range. And if you have any questions about that or want to see how much it would cost, reach out to us and we would love to help you with that. Next in the article, it asks, why are people moving to North Carolina? And I'm going to give you my reasons in a second here, but we're going to look at the list. Highly ranked universities, very true, especially up in that Raleigh area. Medical facilities, major employers. Charlotte, I know, has many major players in that field, so if you're looking for a job, you will definitely be able to find something here in the Charlotte area. So jobs, like it says, won't be a problem. The state also has scenic Blue Ridge Mountains to the west and beaches to the east. I can tell you that we live just south of Charlotte, so if we want to go to the mountains, it's about a 2 to 3 hour drive, and the beach is also, I think it's about a 2.5 or 3 hour drive. So we have our choice of, you know, a beautiful beach and the ocean, or just going up to the mountains and enjoying the snow, because we don't get much snow in Charlotte. So we can enjoy the mountain life for only driving about 2.5 hours. Very affordable and very convenient. And then the article goes on to say that it has a lower average cost of living compared with the US as a whole. And we've done videos on this before on this channel, so if you want more precise breakdowns, you can find those videos in our section, and I can even link one to the top of this video. With a net population increase of nearly 140,000 people, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, North Carolina is a popular state for newcomers. In fact, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, and Georgia alone are up 67% of the United States population growth in 2023. All right, now we're going to get to the list and show everyone what the best cities are to move to. I will also link this article in the description, so if you want to take a look at it for yourself, you can. But here's a map of everything, and you can see these are all pinpointed here with these dots, so you can click on whichever one you would like. But I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and number 5 is going to be Cary. So Cary, North Carolina is located a little bit more in the middle of the state, I would say. However, it is a little bit closer to the beach than Charlotte. And you can see that right here is Apex, Chapel Hill, and Durham. This is like the technology triangle area. If you're looking for a job more on the technical side, this might be a good area for you. This is also where the Duke University, UNC is going to be located in this area as well. There's a lot of colleges up in this area. So just something to think about if you have some kids that might want to be going to college, or you want to be in the technology area, this might be the best bet for you. Now, number 4 on the list is Mooresville. That's only about a 30-minute drive or so from Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you live up in that area, you'd have access to Charlotte, which isn't too far away, or if your job is located there. And it's also very close to Lake Norman. So I wanted to pull you away from the article for a second to show you exactly where Mooresville is. This is a map that Kristen actually made, highlighting different locations in the Charlotte area. So let's take a look at it real quick. So here's Charlotte, North Carolina, and there's the 485 loop going around Charlotte. And if we go up just a little bit here, you can see this is where Mooresville is located. It's not too far, like I said, it's about 30 minutes away, but you will encounter traffic, so you'll have to account for that if you decide to move there. But it is really close to Lake Norman. Now, Lake Norman is a very popular place in the Charlotte area. A lot of people love to move here. So Mooresville, Davidson, Cornelius, all of these along this path here are very desirable because they live right by the lake, and it's a very great area here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Okay, and back to the article, you can see Mooresville ranks with good affordability housing with rent-to-income ratio of 25% at $2,093 January. It has the second lowest homeowners insurance premium in their study as well, which is also very big. You can see that the median income is $82,000, a little over $82,000 a year. The typical rent is just about $1,700, which that's much lower than it would be around living in, like, directly in Charlotte, downtown Charlotte. That is significantly lower. Typical home value is still up there around $464,000, which around this area they're going to be around $400,000 to $500,000 typically. You're not going to find many places that are going to offer you under $400,000 for that type of house in a desirable area. And next I wanted to bring you down to number 2, which is Concord, North Carolina. That is slightly north of Charlotte, a little bit closer than Mooresville, but it has so much to offer. So as you can see, its population has nearly doubled recently from 2020 to 2022. It also has Charlotte Motor Speedway, which if you decide to live in Concord is right down the road. Concord Mills Mall for shopping and entertainment, you can't beat that. The schools are also very good in that area. Now you can always check those out yourself before moving there because you want to be well informed. And Concord also has a little bit lower of a crime rate if that's something you're interested in as well. And you can see the stats here. Median income is about $83,000. Typical rent is a little bit higher than Mooresville, about $1,786, but the housing prices is more affordable at $367. Now, like I said, some of those are going to be around $350. You might be able to find something around $400. Prices are continuously going up in this area, but it is a little bit more affordable than Mooresville on this list. All right, and just quickly back to the map here, you can see once again here's Charlotte, and this is Concord right over here. So it is a little bit closer to Charlotte than Mooresville. You will still encounter traffic if you happen to live out in the Concord area. If you have to come in, of course, if you work in Charlotte, you will have that congestion, and that morning drive will be kind of congested there, but you know, a lot of people do work from home. But of course, if you do live in Mooresville, you get that Great Lake by you as well. So you got give and take there a little bit. Of course, I can't go over every single city on this list, but like I said, I will link it in the description so you can peruse it at your leisure and see what you like and what you don't like about these certain locations. Of course, if you have any questions about these locations or anything around the Charlotte area, please give us a call. Our information is on the screen for you, and we would love to help your move to Charlotte. And that's all I got in today's episode. Please leave a like on this video and a comment. Let us know what you think about it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on all those new construction videos and all those neighborhood videos that we do around Charlotte, so you can find the right neighborhood house for you and your family. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.